Hey, what's up? Skillshot4 here. Now, I know it's been a little bit since I did a tutorial video, and that's because I've been pretty busy lately, and to be honest, I got a little bit burnt out and I just couldn't come up with any video ideas that I was happy with. But relax, I'm back and I'm going to be releasing a ton of new videos, so stay tuned. Now let's talk about the subject of today's video, how to be a good fragger. Now, being a good fragger is a lot more than just putting your crosshair on the enemy's head and clicking. I mean, technically, that's what you do as a fragger. I mean, that's pretty much all you do. But there's a lot that goes into it. So today we're going to be talking about everything that you need to do to become a top tier fragger. Now, let's discuss what a fragger actually is. A fragger is a role on a team. And when you play that role, your job is to get all of the kills. Well, maybe not all of the kills, but your job is to get most of the kills. You are the guy that is getting the kills. That's your job, is to get kills. So one of the most important things about being a fragger is that you be very consistent. If you are a support player, or you are the in-game leader, or you hold some other role on your team, it's not as vital that you always be fragging out and be getting those kills. With those roles, you can very easily be a strong support player and still help out your team. However, when you're the team's fragger, your only job is to get kills. And so if you can't perform to your full potential, if you can't get those kills, then you're not doing your team any good. So you have to be consistent, but that's easier said than done. Sometimes you're going to be an absolute beast, and sometimes, well, yeah. What? The point is, it's hard to be consistent. And now a portion of the people watching this video just left because they saw that clip and they think I suck. But how do you be consistent? Well, there are a number of things that really help you to perform well on a consistent basis. The first thing that helps you out is warming up and training your aim. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there are like, come on, Skillshot, we already know this stuff. What do you think we are, noobs? Yes, I do. That's why you suck. That's why you're watching this video. And just like that, I lost more of my audience because I told them that they suck at the game. So I know that warming up and training your aim is basic knowledge, and that most decent players do this on a regular basis. However, that doesn't mean that it's not important. It's basic knowledge because it's super important. It creates the foundation for everything else. If you hold a different role on your team, then you don't need to spend as much time warming up and perfecting your aim. But if you happen to be the fragger for your team, then you really need to dedicate a lot of time to keeping your aim sharp. You're going to have to spend more time training than any of your teammates, but if you're going to be the fragger, that's what you have to do. So training your aim and warming up is super important. So that's the first thing that you need to do in order to be consistent. The second thing that you need to be able to do is you need to be able to adapt. A good fragger is able to adapt on the fly to defeat any enemy. This happens to everyone. You're playing a game and you push this one area and one of the enemies kills you. What do you do next round? You do the exact same thing and the enemy kills you again. And you keep doing this over and over and over, and you keep dying. Why? Because you're stupid.
What an imbecile! What an ultra-maroon!
Everyone does this, but instead of pushing the same area trying to kill that enemy, maybe you should go to a different area of the map and push there instead. If you can't seem to win that gunfight, then don't take that gunfight. You have to adapt. Whatever it takes to win the round, that's what you have to do. If you know that you can't take that particular player out, then don't try to take them out. But if you do want to take that gunfight, maybe you should try pushing from a different angle to catch them off guard, or switching up the timing, that way they think that you're not pushing when you actually are. There are a lot of things you can do to switch it up and catch the enemy by surprise. Whenever you're having trouble taking out a particular enemy, just adapt and do something a little bit different. If you do the same thing over and over again, chances are they're going to catch on and they're going to be able to defeat you every single time. You really have to be versatile. So those are the two key components to being consistent. You have to train and practice your aim on a regular basis, and you have to be able to adapt on the fly to overcome any enemy. Now, something else that's important is that you have to be the entry fragger. We all know that player, right? You're going around a corner, you're gonna peek the enemy and you're gonna try to kill them, but your head gets blown off, and then the jet player right behind you just swoops in and steals the kill. And they do this every single round because they don't actually know how to play the game. All they know how to do is let you die and then swoop in and steal the kill because it's easy and none of those kills mean anything. But oh look, I'm at the top of the scoreboard and that must mean I'm the best player and y'all suck. So just don't be that player. Please don't be that player. Look, if you're the fragger on your team and that's your role, your job is to go in and open things up. Your job isn't just to get kills. If you're getting kills because your teammates are dying and you're playing off of their deaths, then you're not doing your job right. You're the player that's supposed to be going in first and getting that first kill. Your teammates are supposed to be playing off of you, not the other way around. Always remember that. You're the one that's supposed to go in first and clear everything out. That's your job. So many people think that if you're a fragger, your job is to just kill the enemy, and that's not true. It's not true at all. Your job is to create space, create room for your team to perform maneuvers and do what they have to do. If you go into a bomb site and you clear everything out and you didn't even get a kill, then you've still done your job. It's your job to clear everything out, regardless of whether or not you get a kill doing it. Just make sure that your teammates aren't dying, because it's your job to protect them and keep them safe. And as long as you keep them alive, then you're doing everything that you need to do. So just remember that you should always go in first, and your job is to clear things and open the map up. Now, along that same line of thought, we need to talk about selecting your kills. Which kills you choose to go for is almost as important as actually achieving the kills. Let's say that you're playing on the map Bind, which is the map that I'm playing on in the footage in the background, and your team decides to do a aggressive B take. The central part of your team decides to push through hookah and try to take B from there. Now, you could go to A site and maybe you could get a couple of kills there, which could help draw the attention away from your teammates at B, but you'd be a lot more valuable if you just pushed into hookah and killed anyone holding there. You could also choose to push from B long, but if most of your teammates are going into hookah, then you're leaving them to fend for themselves and you're not doing your job as the fragger. Again, your job is to open things up for your teammates, not just get kills. So every round you need to be thinking in your head, what's the most valuable kill that I could get this round, and then try to go get that kill. This will greatly help your team to play better and you're going to be winning a lot more rounds. But seriously though, just go for all the easy kills because then you can be at the top of the scoreboard, and as we all know, the more kills you have, the better player you are. That and gun skins. If you have the most expensive gun skins, you are clearly better than anyone else on the planet. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys liked it, and more importantly, I hope you learned something, because if you ever get into a game with me, I don't want you to suck. I don't want you to be complete noobs. Now, before I actually end this video, I still have one more tip for you guys, and this is actually the most important tip that I'm giving just to you because you decided to stay and watch all of my video. If you want to be the best fragger, and I mean the very best fragger, then all you have to do is you have to scroll down, click on that big red subscribe button, and leave a like. That's all you have to do. It's very simple and it makes you an amazing player. That's it. That's all I got to say. So I will see you next time.